cost and accessibility. I work in the healthcare industry, and I know quite a few people that have no insurance and are forced to make the choice to pay rent or mortgage or health insurance, and choose obviously to pay rent and mortgage and food.
It's too high. A lot of people can afford it, especially the elder people, you know.
I'd say most of everybody, especially in today's economy, it's just so bad these days that people can't afford it. People are losing jobs, you know, how can you afford it?
Both of my sons just lost their jobs. They in land and oil gas engineers, and they don't have a job. So therefore, my grandbabies didn't have insurance.
It's the number one cause for bankruptcy in the country is medical bills.
They go to the doctors and they get a prescription, and maybe they'll pay $100 for these pills.
For every baby we enroll a month ahead of time, we have to appeal to the insurance company and get it pre-approved.
Just because the cost.
It runs between $500 and $1,500 a month. They don't get it or they go bankrupt.
I have a lady that has leukemia.
She has no insurance?
No insurance.
What is
So
she,
we
how
all,
does she afford
what
it?
we do is we all just pitch in. Like our last visit was $600.
We get elderly people that come into the clinic that can hardly buy food. They're diabetics, for instance, and they can't afford their medication.
There should be generic drugs that are available that are cheaper for people. Because not everybody out there can afford what everybody else can, so it gets really hard on people.
And then that would
be allowed to get the cheaper price.
because if they don't and they need it, they're not going to be treated for it because they can't afford to buy it.
They should, because it's the way to get it cheaper, you know, generic. Because otherwise, people cannot buy it. I mean, they cannot afford it.
I know that I get generics whenever there's an option.
You're a doctor?
Yes.
Pediatrician.
Well, I have to pay for them.
Without generic drugs, some people just would go without their medication. So yes.